Does Dan need an agenda too?
Do you have one?
No, could you get two, Matt?
This is just so bizarre. I was just looking at it and put my paper together
You got
and
two?
it's not here. Like I tried to put everything in order and it's not here. Huh.
Thank you.
One for Dan too?
Yes, he
Good.
did.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gracias. Oh,
Oh,
going
we're
that way.
passing it down.
Okay. It's 5 o'clock and February the 27th, and this is the regularly scheduled Lorain County Commissioners meeting. May we rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Commissioner Riddell.
Here?
Commissioner Moore.
Here.
Commissioner Hung.
Here.
We have a quorum. Under resolutions number 1, investments.
There we go. And as you'll see, we're in the rising interest rate market. The treasurer is investing and increasing the interest we receive. Motion to accept?
Second.
Discussion. Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
Yes.
Number 2, appropriations.
Move to approve.
Second?
Discussion. Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
Yes.
Number 3, transfers.
Move to approve.
Second?
Discussion. Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
Yes.
Number 4, advances and repayments.
Move to approve.
Second?
Oh, yeah.
Discussion.
On the transfers, Casey, should it be special rescue teams for EMA, not special revenue teams?
Back to transfers.
Bear with me
Oh.
here.
I see what you're saying right here.
Yeah, and the
number
description
2.
for line number 2 for supplies.
I think that's a safe assumption there. That looks like just a typo there.
I don't
Wait
think
for
our
the-
guys go out on rescue boats and collect money.
Be cool if they did.
All right. Well, I will cross
Solve a lot
that
of
out with
problems.
the rescue.
Thank you.
But yeah, the 2990, yeah, that fund is specific to like the LAPC and this. Yeah, so special. I believe that you are correct, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Okay. Was there anything further, more discussion on number 4, advances, repayments? Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
Yes.
Number 5, requisitions.
And we have 5 pages, I believe.
Two. One and
2? 2 pages. And page 2. Motion to approve?
Second.
Discussion.
Yes. Mr. President,
Yes?
my issue here on 677 as I reviewed the billing, and we are bound by statute to pay the bills, as Assistant County Prosecutor and I have gone over several times. However, there was a small piece, a very small piece in that bill that refers back to a requisition that was paid on November 17th of 2023. So before anybody in the media starts saying this has to do with an election, these are bills from April and May of 2023. So it has nothing to do with an election. However, in November, I asked for work product. I sent an email to the Assistant County Prosecutor for the work product that these bills produced. I still, 3 months later, have not received said work product, and there's a small piece in this bill tonight that refers back to that. So for that reason, I'm going to have to vote no in totality. I don't want to get into pulling anything out, but I just want you to understand why I voted no, because I still don't have the work product.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
How about I send you another email reminding
Send me an
you about
email.
it?
Okay.
Okay, great,
I
thank
assume
you.
that's Amanda? Amanda?
Well,
Yes, Palmer.
yeah, I'll send you another email. Okay, great.
Is there anything further? Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
Yes, with the no on 677.
Number 6, travel.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion. Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
Yes,
Number 7, bills.
Congratulations on the format.
Thank you.
That's page 1. Page 2. You'll notice that the headings are separating these, so we're getting headings on a compilation instead of getting separate forms. Page 3. And page 4.
Move to approve.
second?
Discussion. Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
Yes,
Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Number 8, county commissioners may recess in executive session to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official, along with any other matters as specifically identified by motion in accordance with Revised Code 121.22G 1 through 8. Unless expressly stated otherwise, during executive session, matters discussed in executive session are designated by the county commissioners as confidential. Because the confidentiality of such matters is necessary for the proper conduct of government business, any disclosure outside of executive session is prohibited by Ohio Revised Code 102.03B. While in executive session, the county commissioners may discuss and deliberate on the matters at issue, but no votes may be taken until open session resumes.
Move to approve the personnel summary sheet.
Second.
Discussion. Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
yes.
B, public comment on agenda items. Do we have any?
We do not have any on the agenda.
Is there any old business? No. Board business. Number 9, approve and waive the reading of the county commissioners meeting minutes of February 16th of 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
Yes,
Number 10, adjust salaries of Lorain Municipal Court employees representing county's 2/5 share effective retroactive to February 1st of /24. 1 Peter Torres bailiff, new biweekly rate is $1,086.40. 2 Bionic Valor bailiff, new biweekly rate is $1,140.80.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
yes.
Community Development, 11, untable Resolution 2479, adopted February 2nd, 2024, awarding a contract to Kleinfelder, Inc. to provide professional services for the administration of Lorain County's Program Year 23 Lead Safe Ohio program funded by the Ohio Department of Development.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
Yes,
Now we'll consider the resolution.
Correct. Do you want
Correct.
discussion on it? Or do you want me to just?
Discussion or put it,
The motion's on the floor right now, so if
Okay.
it's moved and seconded, then discussion.
okay.
We untabled it.
we moved to untable it.
Now we have to move to, I make
Yes.
a motion to approve.
Okay.
Second.
Discussion.
Now we're in discussion.
No, in discussion.
So, and I see we have the folks from Kleinfelder and we have Drake here this evening. Commissioners, do you have any questions for them? Do you have a desire to comment?
Well, just good evening, Commissioners, and thank you for the opportunity to come before you again. I do have Randy Cowell from Kleinfelder with us this evening. So if there's any questions that you may have, we're prepared to try and answer them for you.
Good. for those that have been following the trials and tribulations of this resolution over the last couple of days, our concern was that we were putting up a system that was basically going to spend $600,000 to tell us how to spend $1.2 million, which was, in my preliminary opinion, was an expansive amount of money to figure out how to spend money, and was perhaps going to get in the way of making sure that as much money as possible reaches the citizens. I met with both the folks from Kleinfelder and with Drake, and unfortunately, the system that is set up comes with some mandates from Columbus on how to spend the money and the structures and the requirements for the staff, certifications, and it's a very complex issue. But I did talk to Drake about seeing to it that we monitor the expenses and look for opportunities where we could be doing some of this work with our own staff, and therefore move some of the money from overhead and management and perhaps do more work. So we're going to use this as a beta project if the commissioners so approve tonight. But this is the deadline. It needs to be approved tonight so that Kleinfelder can get their work done in time to get into Columbus for the funding.
I don't think they're getting the full amount. They're just getting the 10% administration fee, right? They're not getting the full.
That's correct.
Okay.
If projects go to contract.
Correct, to other contractors to do the work. Okay. Can you hear me? Is this microphone on?
I can hear you.
Okay, so, doesn't sound like it's on, so.
Any other comment?
Anything further? No.
Call for the vote.
Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under Job and Family, number 12, authorize a sub-grant agreement with Lorain County Neighborhood Alliance, Lorain, in the amount of $96,934.72 for the Family Promise Affiliate Program in Lorain County. Authorize director to execute on behalf of the Board of Prosecutors' approval as to form and is effective retroactive to January 1st of 2024 through December 31st of 2024, and this will be paid from the TANF funds account.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
Yes.
13, authorize sub-grant agreement with Lorain County Neighborhood Alliance, Lorain, in the amount of $50,000 for mobile senior centers in Lorain County. Authorize director to execute on behalf of the Board of Prosecutors' approval as to form and is effective retroactive to January 1st of 2024 through December 31st of 2024, and this will be paid from the account ARPA Adult Protective Services account.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
Yes.
Children's Services 14, authorize and rescind various personnel to utilize the agency's MasterCard in the amount not to exceed $2,500 in accordance with the Ohio Revised Code and their permissible policy.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
Yes.
Engineer 15, award and enter in a contract with Erie Materials, Inc., Sandusky, in the amount of $199,585 for the Highway Department materials in Lorain County. 3 bids were received on February 14th, this being the most responsive, complying with specifications, and will be paid out of the engineer material account.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Hung.
Yes.
Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Number 16, receive and journalize and expedite one annexation from Pittsfield Township to the City of Oberlin. John D. Clark is the agent for the petitioner, City of Oberlin, and the decision will be placed on the March 12, 2024 Commissioners' agenda.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion. Commissioner Hung.
Yes.
Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
I didn't know if
I
anybody
wanted
wanted
to,
to,
I wanted to discuss it, but,
wanted to.
I don't know if the engineer can say something right now. Is this gonna be a hostile? Or just, I'm looking at,
I don't think so.
No, I think we
Everything
talked
is,
about-
I know, is this gonna be a fine one, or is this gonna be something we're gonna have,
Something they wanted.
I have not heard.
there is no hearing.
I-
There is no hearing.
Yeah, I
This
talked,
is
I
just-
talked to John
yeah?
a while ago, if this is the one I'm thinking of. I think this is an agreed.
Yes, it is.
I
It's an
believe it is,
expedited
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
If this is the one I'm thinking of, John and I talked a couple weeks ago.
Because I got the decision on March 12th. So
Yeah,
wanna
I
make sure.
just call it a decision because I
Yeah.
can't say you're gonna grant it,
Right.
even though
Right.
you're supposed to, you know, so.
Knowing the statute says you gotta, right, yeah.
Yeah, so this is just
But there's no hearing at all.
on there, and
Okay,
then the
that's-
discussion will take place that day.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
Sorry, Bob. County Administrator's update.
As Dave would say, thanks for coming, Bob.
Thank you much. Karen and I met this past Monday with the jail staff again with regards to the working with DLZ, the architect, to work on the plans for the jail. There was quite a few jail staff there with Karen and I to help it along. And honestly, I don't know a whole lot, I'm learning a whole lot about jails, but it works through the process, and hopefully that process will wind up, I would think, in the next couple months, I would assume. And then most recently, obviously today we had two meetings with the township trustees and some mayors, managers, and obviously fire chiefs and police chiefs. But later on this afternoon, just actually about 10, 15 minutes ago, I got off a phone call with Angie from the multi-radio communication system, the state of Ohio, and Angie was one of the presenters here, and she is like the assistant manager with Marks. I'm not sure of her exact title. But working with our partners in the state of Ohio, they're going to be requesting from the board, from the controlling board, over $2 million in this year's budget for the shelters, fully equipped with generators, racks, dual HVAC, fencing, and all of that through the multi-agency, through the controlling board, as well as securing 6 additional channels for the towers that are in Lorain County. So that'll be 36 additional channels. So as we're moving forward on our end, the state of Ohio is moving forward on their end to secure these additional channels, these 36 channels, as well as the shelters from the controlling board from the state of Ohio. And that completes my report. Well, actually, it doesn't. There was a press release that went out, and you probably saw it, and the press release did go out, talked about a series of meetings today at the Lorain County Commissioners, and you'll see that possibly trying to get ahead of things and put some subjects out into the network. So that did go out on the wire and on Facebook for the press release.
Mr. President,
Yes.
so the question I had regarding that, County Administrator Armbruster, is I received that press release from somebody in our law enforcement community. I know you were in my office at 1 o'clock and provided some copies on some things that I asked for today, which I appreciate that. If this was in the works, I guess I don't have it in my email. I had my assistant check my email to see when my last email was received. So did the commissioners, first of all, as a whole, receive a copy of that in the email? Or was I just the one that didn't get a copy of it? If you could clarify.
No, no one had a copy of it. In fact, it had not been completed at that point because we wanted at least to get through one series of meetings before we pushed it out. And we did it, and there isn't a commissioner up here that had that. We used the facts that we had through that process, which are factual, and put it out. It was a series of meetings that we're having today. And this meeting, this information that was pushed out is factual information with regards to surround the system that wireless system that we're putting in.
So I see that Chris Kish was the one that, your administrative assistant. How long had she been working on the email then between, because I met with you at 1 o'clock and you didn't mention this.
Staff-wise, probably we've been working on this as to how we couldn't finalize it until after the first meeting. So it wasn't finalized, and it wasn't finalized at 1 o'clock today.
But how long had she been working on the email?
Oh, shoot. I mean, between all of us in the process, there's a lot of, not just Chris Kish, myself, and other staff members of the administration worked on this press release, as well as our consultants.
Thank you for answering the question.
I guess I'm a bit confused. This wasn't a matter of policy or anything that required a resolution from the commissioners, was it? It's merely a communication sent out by an administrative function, a public meeting announcement. So if there's a feeling that has to be vetted that way, I would say that, the board is responsible for policy and the administration and department heads are responsible for execution. Any other?
I would agree with that. We have to have the opportunity as an administration, as a team, to get facts out. And this is a new way to get these facts out.
Quiet, please.
And we will continue to do so.
Thank you. Any other report from any other department head? Call for the clerk's report?
Tuesday, March 5th at 4:30, we'll have a commissioners meeting. We'll have our got ditch hearing. Huh? We'll have a commissioners meeting, but it's got ditch hearing.
Oh, ditch hearing, okay.
Yes, so you're sending Greg, I'm assuming, correct?
Right,
It
get
should
away
be
with it.
easy because we're okay with easements, so,
Okay.
yeah. But you never know. Board correspondence?
Move to suspend the reading of the board correspondence.
You're gonna suspend it till next week, or do you want to move to waive the reading?
How about we waive it then?
Okay.
I'll second waiving that.
We waive it, goodbye.
Discussion, Commissioner Riddell.
Aye.
Commissioner Moore.
Aye.
Commissioner Hines.
Yes.
Is there any new business? No. Public comment.
Public comment, we have 3 slips submitted. Robert Markovich, you were first. Mayor?
Thank you. Bob's good.
Well,
Well,
that's what you put down, but
Did I?
we all know better.
Yeah, that's right. I'm Bob. Dyslexic. I can spell my name the same way, backwards and forward, and it says the same.
Well, hi, Mayor.
Hi, how are you? Okay, so first comment, and it's a question. If you decide to answer it, if not, I'd prefer. I'd like a response though. From today's press release, which Mr. Armbruster referred to, regarding today's meetings concerning multi-agency radio communication system, paragraph number 4 states 10 towers will provide 99.999% signal operational continuity for all of Lorain County. Can you help me understand what signal operational continuity means?
Rob and Jeff, you want to handle that one? I'm sure it was handled in the meetings, but let's clarify this.
Signal operational continuity means that there basically will be a signal coming through those towers 99.999% of the time.
So that's the dependability of the system.
That's correct.
Okay, does that answer it, Mayor?
You used the word dependability. He used the word in the statement says continuity. Yeah, I mean.
Continuity of service, dependability, lights are on. Yeah,
Okay. All right, I'll accept that.
Okay.
And again, the release became public while we were in the 3 o'clock meeting, and one meeting remains, which seems premature. Now, I read it, and it does state, at a series of meetings today, Lorain County Commissioners will. So yeah, I get it. The way that the language is written is not that they're done, not that they're over, and I do understand that the data here that Mr. Armbruster listed, I don't know that I could argue with any of it, but to me it seems, as a mayor, seems a little bit premature. I would prefer that to go after. I understand why. I think I understand why Mayor Armbruster did it. That's a comment.
He's not mayor anymore.
Yes. I don't know if I'm cussing at him or what.
All right, and then my last statement, representing my first responders, all right, so this is of the city, of the village of Sheffield. We performed our due diligence before we decided to contract with CCI regarding our radio communications system. Rob Berner did a great job facilitating discussions today. He did. He was awesome. He did a great job. I respect Rob quite a bit. However, I am still not convinced that I'm speaking on behalf of Sheffield Village, that our private system, right, through CCI, will have interoperability with county 911 system, and no idea what the price tag looks like to me. We made significant investments in CCI, in the CCI system and our radios back in 2021. So the question is, can you give me some comfort with specifics about our private network working on County 911 and an idea what it's going to cost us to be part of County 911?
Can we schedule that meeting? Can you succinctly answer that question now?
Or would it be better to have it?
Well,
Or better
I
to,
guess I need clarification on the question. To be part of County 911 doesn't cost you anything. That's paid for by the 911 levy and the 911
Yeah,
fees.
so the clarification would be, is it going to cost us additional, since we're using a private network, to be part of County 911? Is that better? Does that ask the question better?
Well, for dispatching, that's what you're talking about, dispatching through the county system.
No, we're going to leave our dispatchers where they are.
Okay.
So whatever we're paying for fire dispatch, but I mean, okay.
No, there would not be any additional charges at all because you do your own dispatching.
Okay, what about to make our system making the interoperability of the system? There's not going to be any additional
That'll be
costs?
just in setup, and that's part of the contract with Motorola to set up all the different patching and continuity and everything else for the system to work the way it's supposed to work.
Thank you. Appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
thank you, Mayor. Michael DiCarlo.
Good evening.
Good evening, Commissioners, Mr. President, Michael DiCarlo, 320 Alberta, Vermilion. Approach you this evening. Actually, I've been listening to a lot of radio at home lately, a lot of Cool Cat 98.9, but then I got mooned by the Lorain County Visitors Bureau. But anyway, that's on there. So anyway, in the spirit of that, and having a good laugh. But anyway. The big thing that came across for me, sitting at home, sipping on Navy Joe coffee and wondering what's going on in the world is, in the Journal, there was a publication published that the city of Avon, my hometown, city of Avon Lake and North Ridgeville are getting together to have a Bearcat for special weapons attack teams. And tactics. They changed it to tactics. But the rub is that North Ridgeville was just one of the safest cities in the state of Ohio, right? I think we're not, if not in the country. Either way, my question is what munificent municipal policies are going to be passed that require this type of vehicle to enforce such policies? Because at the end of the day, we got the sheriff's department that's here to keep the peace, and you got city police departments that are, when you break it down, municipal policy enforcement teams. Okay? And that's just from that point of view. And on that, and I'm coming from as a submariner and a veteran, where we had a duty, responsibility, and obligation to report things that are out of line. I saw some videos about things in the jail that have happened, right? And I'm sure you guys are aware of them as well. The thing that jumped out at me was that while you're in care, custody, and control, folks actually have a duty, responsibility, and obligation to keep tyrants away from you. And when that failed to happen, that littered another idea on the side over here, Mr. President, and that involved that premature baby in the house in Elyria that was raided. And my tie-in with this is that my youngest daughter's a 100-day NICU survivor. And I could tell you what, if that would happen to me in my house, I'd have came unglued. Now, the question on that is that I don't question the tactics that were used. Because when you're on that pointy end like that, you got to believe all the I's were dotted and the T's were crossed. So that you, as a person, can go forward, do evil for the betterment of society. Thinking on that, the only question I would have, Mr. President, is have we looked at the signed affidavit that secured the warrant for that raid? And if we haven't, perhaps that would be a good spot to start. Thank you for
We
your
will
time.
pass your
Hopefully 2
concern
minutes.
along.
Say again, sir?
I say we will pass your concern along.
Right on. Appreciate it, sir.
It's great that you got back here, because you didn't think you'd be back. So that's good to see
Indeed,
you.
this Red Devil thing is pretty rough for a couple days.
Yeah.
But relative to the
Alternative?
the tax haul that I had before,
Yeah.
that one I really couldn't get far away from the bathroom for like 7-8 days at a time.
Better health for you, Michael.
Right. Oh, better health's a big joke, Mr. President. But
Okay.
take care.
Nice to see you, Mike. Thank you.
See you, Mike.
And finally, Sheriff Stamaty.
Commissioners,
Good afternoon.
Sheriff?
Good afternoon, Sheriff.
I do have something for Teresa. I have a copy for her, all three of you, the legal and the county administrator. I got 6 copies here.
Thank you.
Okay, I just wanted, just a quick statement, I won't take more than 2 minutes, I guarantee that.
You can take more.
Dear Commissioners, I'm here today to advise you that since you passed and announced in a press release to everyone in Lorain County on December 20th, 2023, that you are constructing a countywide public safety communication system, and you have also sent out numerous flyers stating the same thing to the county citizens. I am invoking my rights as a sheriff under the Ohio Revised Code, Section 307.63, Section B1, to operate this new system in accordance with the law. I have never signed off on operating an established countywide public safety communication system, nor has any of my predecessors. The only thing I ever signed off on was to move the Lorain County Sheriff's Office dispatchers over to 911, and the MOU is attached there, but never signed off on giving up my rights under Ohio Revised Code 307.63 for a countywide public safety communications network. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you.
Any other further business to board? No. Meeting is adjourned.
Would you guys like to sign this tonight or tomorrow?
I can. It's already signed up.
I'll be around tomorrow, Teresa.
Okay.
You want that here
Either one. We can go back there. You are? I'll do it here. Just give them to me. Looks like you got your work cut out.
Okay, I should have bet you, Dave. Should have bet you.
Oh, I'm off by 4 minutes?
Sheriff did good. He's under a minute.
Yeah, a minute, 30 seconds. That's pretty quick.
Oh.
Hey, kid. You gotta go.